Hello, welcome back to Shabes Online Tutorial. In today's tutorial, I will teach you a very short trick to solve quadratic equation without using the general formula, completing the square method or factorization method or any method you think. So on the board here, we are given these two quadratic equation, x squared plus 7x is plus 10 is equal to 0. And the second equation is 4x squared plus 17x minus 15 is equal to 0. So what you are going to do if you are given quadratic equation, so let's get started by solution. You know this that we are having three terms in this equation. Just draw three columns, then you cross it. So the first term is x squared. So you write x squared. Then the second term is plus 7x. Then the last one is constant, which is a plus 10. So what you are going to do, you are going to break each of the term. You know, x squared can also be, you draw another straight horizontal line. So x squared can also be written as x, so that if you multiply x multiplied by x is to give us x squared. Then you ignore the middle column. Ignore the middle column. Then 10 can also be written as 2 multiplied by 5. So if you multiply 2 and 5, it will give us 10. What we just did here, we just break this first column and the last column, then ignoring the middle column. So what we are going to do to fill the middle column, we are going to use this 5 multiplied by x is going to give us 5x. Then x multiplied by 2 is going to give us 2x. We just cross multiply. Now the next thing you are going to do, you open two brackets. Open two bracket, then equate it to 0. Remember, the variable here is x. So this x, you write this first x, then add it to the last column, which is 2, and this 2 is positive 2. Also, you do the same thing. Come down, write this x here, then add it to the last column, which is also positive 5. Now, when two terms are multiplied each other and is equal to 0, is either x plus 2 is equal to 0, or the second one, x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now, it's very easy to solve the value of x. X now will be equal to, taking this 2 to the other side to be negative 2, or x will be equal to negative 5 when positive 5 cross the equality sign. So therefore, the value of x in this quadratic equation is negative 2, then negative 5. Now we can solve for the value of x in the second quadratic equation. Now do the same thing also. Draw three vertical line, then use horizontal line to cross it. Then we substitute the equation from term by term. 4x squared is the first term, so we have 4x squared. Then the second term is plus 17x, and the last one is negative 15. So we are going to do the same thing. Draw another horizontal line. 4x squared can also be break to 4x, then multiply by x. If you multiply these two, it's going to give us 4x squared. Always remember, first you ignore the middle column. So minus 15 can also be written as minus 3 multiplied by 5. Minus 3 multiplied by 5 is going to give us minus 15. Now you do the same thing, you cross multiply. 5 multiplied by 4x is going to give us 20x. Then x multiplied by minus 3 is going to give us minus 3x. Now the next thing we are going to do is to open two bracket, equate it to 0. You open two bracket, equate it to 0. Now the first is 4x. Remember what we did here, we just pick this and the last, then the second one and the last one. We also do the same thing. We're having 4x here, then minus 3. Always remember to ignore the middle term. Then we have x here, then positive 5. Now, when two terms are multiplying each other and is equal to 0, it's either one of them, 4x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x plus 5 is equal to 0. So now we can solve for the value of x in these two. So 4x will be equal to, taking minus 3 to the other side of the equation, it will be positive 3. Now we divide through by 4 so that this will cancel this. X now will be equal to 3 over 4, or x now will be equal to negative 5. When plus 5 cross the other side, it will change to negative 5. So this is the value of x that satisfies this quadratic equation. So this is how a new method to solve quadratic equation. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Facebook, TikTok at Shabez Online Tutorial. Thanks.